Tonight for dinner I'm going to have reheated Chick-fil-A. I got that Chick-fil-A a couple days ago whenever I was having those issues with my cheap shitty Schwinn. And speaking of that cheap shitty Schwinn, well, okay, I'm still quite pissed off at it. It's not that anything really big happened to it. It's not like it almost killed me or anything. It's just that the chain kept popping off, and I thought, okay, it'd be easy just to make the wheel nice and aligned, just to make sure it's nice and aligned so it doesn't pop off anymore, but that just unraveled a whole rat's nest of issues just because the fender is made wrong, or whatever. It's not made like a very good bike. Well, somebody named Mr. JMac642, which I think I've seen them comment on other videos, not really sure though, they found something that's actually quite interesting. You know, because it's been I've had many people send me comments and send me links about things that they think, oh, might help, like, oh, I should get a Trek or whatever. This guy, he found a trike company that I didn't know existed called Worksmen. Worksmen. They make industrial strength cargo trikes. They call them super heavy duty cargo trikes. They're in New York. The trikes are about $1,000 a piece. But, I mean, for a trike that'll last, it's pretty good. So, I sent them an email where I explain my situation of where I use a trike a lot, and I want to see how far a trike can possibly really go if it's made right. And I have a list of specifications for it. Like, for instance, I want it to fail safely. I don't want it to have any catastrophic failure before 10,000 miles. I want it to be able to have a hub motor mount on the front. I want it to have the wheels won't just start popping spokes. I want the axle to never have any issues with snapping. I want the bearings to be nice and smooth. I want there's a couple of other things that are kind of normal, but things that you would think would be a given. So yeah. Oh, and a couple days ago, I got the Nissan Leaf car battery, so I have the Nissan Leaf car battery now. But my friend had to rush. He did something with his family, and it was kind of getting short on time. So he just dropped me off, and we left the battery in the back of his truck. And then he came by and unloaded it a couple days later. Me and him unloaded it today, sitting in the backyard underneath a tarp. It's pretty awesome. And so yeah, now I have a big 17 kilowatt hour battery pack and a bunch of other random circuit boards from a Nissan Leaf battery. Quite excited. On the other hand though, I have $3,200 in batteries sitting in the backyard now, underneath the tarp. Thankfully it's 450 pounds, you know, so it's not that easy to walk off with. But this weekend I'm gonna film a bunch of videos of me ripping apart the batteries, so I just have the individual blocks. And then I'll take them in here, into my room, and which I can lock the door, so it'll be in a locked room. And I can stack up the cells in my closet or something like that. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's pretty awesome. That's pretty much it. Oh! No, it's not it. That's not it. I believe yesterday I was talking about extracting the 3D model for the Cobalt de Labra, the foldable pickaxe from Final Fantasy XIV. And I also sent a message to Arduino vs. Evil asking, like, should I make like an aluminium body with like a tungsten carbide tip? And he said, make it steel all the way. And it's like, you know, yeah, that's a good point. I could also blacksmith it then, because that'd be kind of cool to be able to blacksmith it. So I think Arduino vs. Evil is a very, very practical person, and I do respect his opinion. So yeah, I think it will just go with iron. Then again, steel iron, whatever. It will give a lot more mass, and that'll be great for a pickaxe. So I'll just go simple iron. But I extracted the 3D model last night. It came out successfully. Unfortunately, some of the detail on the model is actually on the texture, not on the actual model. So I'm going to have to add that back in, some of the mechanical detail. But then I might see about printing like getting a 3D printer, or making a 3D printer that can print in wax, so I can make lost wax casting. That'd be pretty cool. But I can cast it out of steel. Don't know how I feel about that. I might just not do that. I might just get like a large chunk of metal and machine it out. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. A bunch of stuff going on. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya!